Hello, friends and strangers on the internet. I don't know if my microphone is up high enough. There we go. I think that's much better. Hello, friends and strangers on the internet. I'm not going to start this video over. How y'all doing? I'm actually kind of sick. That's probably why this is kind of rough. But hello, friends and strangers on the internet. That's 3 times I've said that. Welcome to the channel. Today we are here with a Patreon request, and it'll be a bit of a long one, as you can probably see by the timestamp. We are going to be checking out an entire playlist of videos, all of which you can find links to in the description below. So if you would like to check them out without me, you can find every link to every video I will be reacting to in my video in the description below. Yes, before we jump into this, I want to give a big thank you to all of my viewers and supporters. Thank you for viewing and supporting. I hope I do not sniffle or cough into this microphone, but if I do, thank you for putting up with it during this very long video. I'm so excited. What are we checking out today? Oh my goodness. We are checking out OK Go. We are checking out the behind the scenes videos, the series of videos of the Needing Getting music video. I did react to that at some point. If I remember, I'll put a little thingamabobber up in this corner. I think it's this corner, and you can go check that out. But yes, let's go ahead and jump into it. Let's go. Okie dokie artichoke. As you can see, I have a playlist here of videos we're going to be checking out. I have my own playlist here, but if you'd like to find links to the playlist that OK Go has made, as well as the extra videos I'll be reacting to, once again, they will be in the description. We're going to be checking out the Needing Getting music video behind the scenes series of videos, and I'll be reacting to them along the way. All right, let's go. Oh, real quick, I gotta make sure I have the... Okay, cool. Let's put that in theater mode too. All right. Ooh, hopefully editing Jessie will remember to cut this out, but maybe she won't because she also is sick. Anyway, no, it's full screen that. Let's go. All those guitars. Oh man. Oh, so many pianos. So many instruments died for this. Or were created for this.
You guys ready?
I do remember some destruction in this one. Nice. That almost felt like a car ad. It did say Chevy at the beginning, so maybe it was a car ad. What a cool collaboration, honestly. That's cool. So that was the first video. That was a short one. That felt like an ad. Let's see. This one looks like it's going to be a bit longer. It says behind the scenes overview. All right, let's check it out.
I'm Damien. I'm the singer in OK Go, and I'm working on this crazy video. I'm trying to build an instrument that can be played by a car. We're gonna play our song Needing Getting using all of these instruments as like one giant car instrument. We've been in
What a fun
a warehouse for a couple weeks, basically banging stuff and trying to figure out the physics of how instruments work.
Oh, wow.
It's pretty exciting.
This project is unique.
That genuinely looks exciting. I can't keep talking over him. I'm gonna have to like pause and yap, which I guess is what I'm supposed to do as a reactor. Oh man. Anyway, let's keep listening. But yeah, what a fun concept, trying to make an instrument that you drive. That's honestly so cool. That's genuinely cool. I want to watch them playing with sounds again. That looked like fun.
All of these instruments as like one giant car instrument. We've been in a warehouse for a couple weeks, basically banging stuff and trying to figure out the physics of how instruments work. It's pretty exciting.
This project is unique in that the visuals actually are going to be the sounds.
Each one of these arms is all on a control inside the car, so the band can actually be controlling the arms going in and out.
Oh, cool.
I get to take stunt driving classes for this because I guess you have to.
So he does his own driving and everything.
You're locked up.
This is where band trust comes in.
Basically, I haven't been able to sleep at night because I'm so excited about learning how to stunt drive.
So we're gonna have 100 of these spines. We're probably gonna paint them white.
Building something this huge, that's totally new to me.
What a
We need
massive
to hang
project.
280 of these guitars out in the field.
Oh yeah.
because we have the song broken out, we know where the spikes are, we know where the certain snare hits are, we know where the bass hits are.
And the car starts hitting things.
I feel like today is going to be a big one, though. It's going to be a tough one.
It's going to be one of those kind of miracle projects to see it come together.
This is how you make rock and roll, Bo. Yes. We've done a lot of pretty crazy videos, but we've also never done anything that's this scope.
Amazing.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
What a massive project. Definitely a collab with Chevy. They've shown that logo so many times. All right, what's this one? Behind the scenes process of play. Another roughly 2-minute video. Holy moly guacamole. I probably should have watched the music video again before starting this reaction, but I didn't think about it at the time, and I'm just getting like flashbacks to all like the different times I've watched it since my first one, and just all the different thoughts I've had, and I'm still just astounded at the bigness of the project. I'm bad with words today. I'm so sorry, but what a massive freaking project. What a I can't find the right word, but what a fantastical idea to make an instrument out of a car. I'm still marveling at that, just the very idea. And not like a toy car, which would be adorable and also probably equally as interesting, but not definitely not as massive. Like I'm just still mind blown over that. All right, process of play. Let's is this one going to tell us about how they did the instruments? I really hope so. Let's find out.
Normally the process with making a film is like you plan out as much as you can in advance, and then on the day of the shoot or the week of the shoot, you show up and you knock them out one by one and you make sure you get exactly what you plan. Our sort of video making process is really inefficient. We spend a lot of time planning to just play with things and see what works.
Oh, fun.
We're gonna play our song Needing Getting using all of these instruments as like one giant car instrument. That's the idea, at least. We don't know how fast we're going yet, and so we don't know how far between instruments we have to plan for.
Oh my goodness.
We are sampling all the instruments right now so that we can plug all these sounds into the computer. Damien can write the song using these new instruments, and then we will use that as a map for the physical test track. So that will let us know exactly how many instruments we need and where we're going to put them.
The amount of planning.
OK Go videos generally rely a lot on collaboration. It's a bunch of people from very different walks of life experimenting with something that none of them have ever done entirely. None of the acoustics people have ever built these particular types of instruments, and none of the builder types have ever really thought about the acoustics of the thing they're building. No one has ever tried making a 1.5 mile long instrument, at least not in this group. So everybody's sort of in a new place, and it makes for really great, really exciting kind of energy.
That's fascinating. I'll let it finish the video before I pause. Okay. That's almost like the video itself is a work of art, but I think also the process of making the video could be seen as a work of art. Because, like you said, you're collaborating with all these people who have never thought about what they're doing and the way they're thinking about it now in order to make this happen. I think that in itself is a bit of a work of art. I don't know how to describe it. Another one, behind the scenes, tuning a track. Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine the amount of planning it takes to like calculate how fast or slow you need to drive, how the distance between each instrument. I thought, and especially as elaborate as I remember that song being, and I'm hearing bits and pieces of it as we're watching these behind the scenes videos. It's just my I don't have enough brain space to be able to comprehend that personally. So just being able to imagine being able to do that is such a fantastical and wonderful thing to me. Like that's so cool. I imagine it takes a lot of minds working together. Work like oh my goodness. I can't even imagine the amount of work that takes. But it's so cool the things they've achieved. This one's called tuning a track. I'm excited for this one. This one might be about the instruments. I'm excited to learn about the instruments personally. It's fun to watch them play, but I want to watch a video about the instruments. Maybe this is it. Let's see.
We're making a symphonic piece where a car is going to rumble along and strike a number of instruments. And we're dealing with a piece that's already composed by the band. The arrangement can be different, but we definitely want to hear the same melodies. We've got to actually get things in tune. Whether it's a string bass based on a plastic barrel, or whether it's those wind chimes, they're tuned to the actual notes in the song.
This is 60,
So cool.
60 pianos, all tuned to one note. So as
amazing.
the car progresses into the first verse, it will actually play the melody line.
G, B, D, D, D. Okay, yeah,
That's
this is good.
amazing.
Your dream come true. 288 Gretsch guitars. And there's all these little Gretsch amps too. We have about
Oh my
65
goodness.
amps and about 280 guitars.
I'm looking forward to Guitar Road.
That's a lot of guitars.
We're gonna drive past
Oh my
it
gosh.
and strike every single guitar. Each
Oh
guitar
my
is tuned
goodness.
to a specific chord or note. I'm really looking forward to that. That sounds pretty cool to me.
I'm actually not looking forward to that road. There's the guitars, and then there's about
A
a
huge cliff.
150-foot drop right
I
on the
forgot
other
about
side.
that. I changed my mind.
Oh. Oh my
It's
gosh.
not a question of whether it'll work, it's like how good it will work, you know? I'm gonna bang a bunch of stuff and that'll be music, but it's whether or not it's gonna be good music. That's the question. Like, can we actually make that stuff sound awesome? Can we like make a song out of this as opposed to just sort of like a big metallic junkyard bang fest?
I mean,
I think we can.
Why can't you do both? I don't know. I just think it's wonderful. Wow, they've got a whole playlist of all their behind the scenes. I'll have to watch more of their music videos before I can check those out, though. All right, what's the next one? That was a little bit about the instruments.
I'm obsessed with the
This one, Supersonic. All right. Just a fun reminder, if you want to watch any of these videos without me for any reason, or if you want to watch them again because they're very interesting, the links to each video I'm watching will be in the description below. All right, another one. Let's go. Supersonic. Let's go.
I'm obsessed with the sound of the clicker, you know, the turn signal. I want to make a song based on that. So we start with that, we start playing the car, and then we start driving the car, and the car starts hitting things.
Why does it
We're
feel like
making
this
a
one was
video for OK Go.
I just get the odd feeling this part was recorded before the other ones. I don't know why. Because it just feels like he's explained. I don't know. But what a cool idea, starting with the clicker inside the car and then working your way outside the car. That's so super cool.
Car, and then we start driving the car, and the car starts hitting things.
We're making a video for OK Go, and the concept of the video is to take all of the instrumentation that would traditionally be associated with recording a song, guitar, bass, drums, and replace those traditional instruments with ones that we're inventing. We're building a sculpture of musical instruments. We're gonna put this sculpture in the desert, and we're gonna drive a car through this sculpture, and the interaction of the car and the sculpture is what is actually going to play the music that is then transformed into the song.
Well, we've done a lot of
What a beautiful way of explaining what they're doing. He didn't describe it as building an instrument, he described it as building a sculpture. What a fascinating way to look at it. And I guess it's coming from the point of view of the person who's actually building it, who's taking the instruments and then trying to like engineer the same concept into like a larger version and then spread out over space. Like, I just love that. I think that's beautiful, describing it as a sculpture. I want to hear that again, and then we'll keep
We're
on.
gonna put this sculpture in the desert, and we're gonna drive a car through this sculpture, and the interaction of the car and the sculpture is what is actually going to play the music that is then transformed into the song.
What a
we've done a
beautiful
lot
way
of
to
pretty
describe
crazy
that.
videos, and in a way it makes me feel at home doing something that's totally ridiculous. By my calculation, there's just under 450 drum beats in the song, so you have to build 450 things and spread them out from here to a mile and a half away. This specific
Clever.
brand of impossibility, like, that's totally new to me.
So we have this all mapped out. We have
So
the song
ambitious.
all laid out. We can find the bar it's happening in, the second it's happening in. Once we have the finalized version of the song, that'll all go onto our map.
This group of people we're working with has been amazing because you have really, really talented builders, you have really, really talented acoustics people. There's actually some engineers from Chevy who are helping us work the car and figure out how best to attach to it.
This is the beauty shot. Each one of these arms is all on a control inside the car, so the band can actually be controlling the arms going in and out. Each one of these hits a certain instrument.
Yeah, I'd say this is probably the most high-risk video we've ever done. This is where band trust comes in.
Very, very cool, though. What an ambitious project, truly. Okay, what's this one? Oh, Q&A video. Okay, go sandbox. I'm guessing that's like a separate thing they do. Q&A for need and getting. Alrighty. Real quick, I want to check something. Man, I had this weird fear that my microphone wasn't working. Hopefully editing Jesse will remember to cut that out. Well, we'll see. Anyway, let's keep watching. Q&A for need and getting. Let's go.
Duct tape.
Oh, this one's louder.
So our friend Brian Perkins
I had just taken a job at an ad agency,
and their client was Chevy.
and he wrote me an email saying, hey, my agency is doing a bunch of stunts with cars, and they're trying to think of good ideas. Do you have anything you want to pitch them?
We sort of have a list of very abstract ideas that we might want to do for a video, and having a big field of instruments that were played was on the list.
I think at one point Damien's like, hey, maybe the handle on the car door will make a sound.
Or maybe we could figure out a way to make the car actually be the instrument.
But eventually the idea was to attach arms to a car and then drive it through an obstacle course of instruments and have those instruments play the song Needing Getting.
It was a very broad art idea and a very specific set of technical problems.
Because the car is going to be moving, really the only thing you can do is strike something. I remember Brian and Damien got like every piece of material you can imagine to see what kind of sound those materials would make.
We thought about what things we already knew made sounds. Glasses make sounds. That's a pretty decent sound, right? So we looked for bottle suppliers and glass suppliers.
Pots and pans and tubular strips and all these things that we would just bang a rod against. See if it was a sound that we could tune.
So it was a lot of trial and error, and it was very exciting to hit something and be like, whoa, it's a note!
Damien called all of us down to this warehouse where they had collected all these pianos.
The crew in the video went and actually gathered every single upright piano in every thrift store in basically all of Southern California.
That's amazing.
The job was to sort of figure out how to tune the pianos.
And the reason we did that is because when we drive past all the pianos, there's like a club that just hits this piano, and so we wanted to make sure that whatever note it was hitting, all the notes on the piano were that one note so that it couldn't miss.
D, D, D. Okay, yeah, this is good.
I've been waiting for months, waiting for you.
I just kind of remember thinking like, this is kind of crazy, and Damien had to take stunt car driving lessons.
The guy who is the stunt driver in movies and trains other stunt drivers for movies was going to be employed to come teach me how to drift a car around in the desert.
Yeah, that's so cool.
There was a moment when we're going down the track and we're passing by hundreds of guitars tuned to one note. And right past the fence where those guitars were hanging, there was a cliff.
If Damien were to make a mistake, it could be really bad. I don't know. If he had lost control, I just wouldn't be here to talk about it.
Wow.
Why didn't we have stunt doubles?
I wonder if that was something I
Remember
asked
the
in my
course
last
seeming
reaction? Or my-
kind of complicated, actually.
I wonder if I asked that in my first reaction if they had stunt doubles. I don't remember. That was a while back. Anyway, I interrupted them. I'll take it back.
It could be really bad. I don't know. If he had lost control, I just wouldn't be here to talk about it.
Why didn't we have stunt doubles?
Remember the course seeming kind of complicated, actually. It was very long, almost figure-8 shaped. The pianos went out, and then the chorus was in the middle. Then we went out for the basses,
and then back through the middle again. And then the
So
guitars
awesome.
sort of went out on the side, and the last verse came back through the middle.
Even before arms were on the car yet, we hadn't figured out all the instruments. I did a bunch of training, and I started running what the course would be. This gave us a sense of how regular I had to be in driving. I started to get a feel for it and realized that the easiest way for me to judge my speed was not looking at the speedometer in the car, but actually looking outside the car to some other reference. So if you look in the video, there's actually red flags all along the driver's side of the track. There was a specific spot on the window frame I had marked in my mind that when the red flag crosses there, we're at the beat. Instead of an audio metronome, it was sort of a visual metronome. I would see it go tick, tick, flag, 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 flag. Once we had the red flags laid out that sort of marked my tempo of driving through the whole thing, we marked each beat. Those beats generally have an instrument at them. From within the car, you don't hear the music very well. You don't hear like da 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 da. You just hear boom, 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 boom. But they're in time or they're not in time.
That's amazing.
It was incredibly surreal to see all these homemade instruments just strewn about miles worth of desert.
We didn't always know whether it was working or not because we were in this car driving really fast.
I mean, when we saw the final video, it was amazing. And you still have this thought that's like, are people gonna see the amount of effort in here?
I hope so.
I love when our art projects keep leading us into places where we don't really know what we're doing and we're excited by the learning.
It's important, I think, to realize that the chair you're sitting on, the spoon you eat your cereal with every day, those things can make art. You just kind of have to think about them in a slightly different way.
Oh my. Oh, that was fun. I think we've got one more on here.
You guys ready?
What you didn't know about the needing getting music videos. Hold on, there was like a warning. Actions in this video are performed by professionals. Trained professionals do not attempt. Are they trained professionals? I mean, I guess the one stuntman class, but he was taught by the guy who's like teaching people in Hollywood and in movies, right? That's what he said, so I guess that is pretty well trained. All right, let's check it out.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
Are we gonna watch like inside the car? Build a stunt driving course. 55 p.m. Only one engine exploded. Sorry, Chevy.
I've been waiting for months, waiting for years, waiting for you to change. Oh, but there ain't much that's dumber, there ain't much that's dumber than pinning your hopes on a change in another.
For those who missed that, a hurricane came by. Hurricane strength wind, my bad. Hurricane strength winds blew most of the pianos over the night before the recording. That sucks. Steel pipes go clang, but aluminum pipes make a note. Interesting.
I still need you. What good's that gonna do? Needing is one thing, and getting's another.
Wow. 34 miles an hour. Wow. So he had to change speeds in between. Oh my gosh. That is so much coordination. Oh my goodness. And they hired a physicist. A guy from a found instrument band called Glank. I'm kind of interested in that band now. I want to know what Glank is all about. My goodness. cool movie.
So I've been sitting around, wasting my time, wondering what you've been doing. Oh, and it ain't real forgiving, it ain't real forgiving. Sitting here picturing someone else living, and yeah, I still need you.
Fishing pole?
What good's that gonna do?
So cool.
All I'm needing is one thing, and getting's another.
Industrial salad bowl. My goodness. That's awesome. My goodness. That's a fishing pole? Literally a balloon playing an accordion. That was so cool. I want to see that again. So many guitars.
So I've been hoping for months, hoping for years, hoping I might forget. Ah, but it don't get much dumber. It don't get much dumber than trying to forget a girl when you love her, and yeah, I still need you. What good's that gonna do? Needing this one thing and getting's another.
Oh, that's so cool. Oh man. Oh, so that was.
Did we get it? Got it.
So glad, cause oh man, hold on. There we go. I'm just mind blown. I don't know what to add. Like, I'm just literally mind blown. That was I can't even fathom all the creativity at work in the one room, in the multiple rooms where all of this was happening. This probably took so much time. The amount of planning, the amount of skill, the amount of practice. It's just mind blowing. This feels like their most ambitious project, at least the most ambitious project I've seen, and I truly appreciate how Chevy, while it makes sense they were using Chevy cars, how Chevy literally showcased to the world during a Super Bowl. Like that's genuinely so cool. That's genuinely so cool. Like that's awesome. I can't. Maybe it's because I'm not feeling good today, or maybe just because like there's literally nothing to add. That was just incredible. And if you want to watch it again, the links are below. That's just so cool. It's amazing how creative minds can come together and make something so ambitious and creative and unique and special. And I'm imagining that driving in that car had to have been a bonding experience between the band. Like, oh my goodness, I can't even imagine like that almost near death experience, but not quite kind of feeling sharing it with like your bandmates. That's just insane. Anyway, thank you for spending this time with me. Ooh, this is a long video, but thank you for spending this time with me. I appreciate you being here, sharing this with me. I'm gonna go ahead and end my video. I should probably finish my tea and take a nap. I don't know. I will see y'all in the next video. What did you think of the behind the scenes though? Before I go, what did you think of the behind the scenes? Which one was your favorite one? Personally, I'm most interested in how they made the instruments, but I'm still fascinated by how they built the track itself. Like that still blows my mind. I'm still trying to picture that in my mind. I'm just mind blown. But the way they made the instruments is probably the most fascinating part to me. How about for you? Okay, now I'm going to end my video. See y'all in the next one. Bye for now.